Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Day 2 of how you communicate and connect. My name is BJ Stevens, and I am the founder of Finding Goosebump Moments, which is where you are coming from. Can you see my Christmas train station here? It plays music, and I've turned it off for the broadcast, but it really is more pretty when you when you have the lights out at night. It lights up, and it really is pretty. So, Merry Christmas, season's greetings, happy holidays to everybody. Let's dive into this because I have a lot to share with you today. Do you remember yesterday we were talking about 3 questions that you should always be keeping in mind when you are communicating with people, when you're making a connection with people. Now, those questions were, do you care for me? Can you help me? And can I trust you? Now, we're going to take those 3 questions, and I'm going to expand on each one a little bit today. And as usual, I've got notes, so you're going to hear paper shuffling here. But I want to address something in the very beginning here. I see so much ego and narcissism out there today on people who are trying to promote a business or a product or a service. And I want to tell you something. Confidence is very important when you're talking about what it is that you do and how good you are at it. But confidence is something I want to address at this moment here in this training, because there's a fine line between being very confident and secure in who you are and coming across as self-serving, self-important, egotistical, narcissistic. And I'm seeing, unfortunately, a lot of people who are going across that line. I want people to be confident. I want people to know that what they're sharing, they're good at sharing. But when you cross that line and now you develop that overinflated ego and develop that air of self-importance, you've gone way too far. Way too far. So please keep that in mind as we go through this training. And if you're involved in any kind of business, just having a good product or good service, it isn't enough. Or even knowing your product or service inside and out, up and down and sideways, it's not enough, people. Now, I'm going to start here and address that first question. Do you care for me? If you don't know your customers, that just means that you're having something to sell or offer, but no one's going to buy it. And if you can talk to your blue in the face, guys, but people know in their gut if you are really providing something of value to them, if you really care about them. So I want you to remember something here. It's kind of an adage that I have learned and I have kind of applied to what I do. To add value to others, you must first value others. That's very important. This isn't self-serving. This isn't about earning that commission or seeing how many people you can get in your downline or trying to recruit some people or just merely earn that paycheck at the end of the week. That's not what this is about, guys. You've got to appreciate, respect, and value the people you are trying to connect with. To communicate with others, you must first connect with them. Now, mutual concern creates that connection between people. So if your focus is only on what they can do for you, you're not connecting. If you are not connecting, That's proof that you're not communicating. Communication is a two-way street. Effective communication, effective delivery. Remember yesterday? You're trying to add value to them, and in turn it requires effective listening. But no effective listening can take place if you haven't communicated and connected on the first part. It's a two-way street, and people forget that. People forget that. You can't make other people feel important around you if you secretly have no respect for them. You're not worried about their concerns, their needs, or you fail to understand their circumstances. Now, I know that in a lot of online marketing, network marketing, we teach that. We teach that you need to understand their pain point. But it goes deeper than that, folks. You have to ask the right questions. Now, let's go to number 2. Can you help me? I'm going to take a little time and focus on this one. There's an old familiar quote out there that says, everyone wants to buy, but no one wants to be sold. That's true. In today's world, in today's consumer market, yeah, that's very true. But there's a second part of that quote. Nobody knows. And it just astounds me that it's not being taught, because to me, it's the most important part of this quote. And it's nobody wants to be sold, but everybody wants to be helped. Our job is to help other people. Whether you're a coach, whether you're a mentor, whether you're a team leader, whether you're a CEO, whether you're customer service, whether you're an auto mechanic, whether you're a doctor, accountant, insurance agent, real estate agent, our whole focus is to offer help. And we're not focusing on that enough. And remember, you're to focus on the customer's perspective. It's not on what you get from doing your job. No. In today's competitive world, people are so bombarded with information. They're inundated with that pushy salesman, that hush and rush kind of delivery style that's out there. And it's not always about the features of a product or a gadget. And sometimes it's not about the benefits of the gadget. It's how you connect with that person. If you're not connecting with that person or that group that you're speaking to and showing them not only how you are what you are offering is better or at least higher quality than your competitors, and if you fail to connect to them through your communication and you explain in detail, asking questions of what their pain point is, what their concerns are, listening to how they respond to you, showing them how you can be a benefit, assistance, and help them, you're going to lose every time. Every time. We're so focused, especially on the online and MLM niche, we're so focused on making the sale, getting the recruit, getting that commission. Oh my God, building a team. If I could do anything to make a change, this is the one lesson I want to get out there. Stop the hush and rush. You need to slow down. Listen, ask questions. Let me give you an example here. Let's say, let me take my glasses off here a moment. Let's say you're in a conversation with somebody, and let's say you're trying to recruit them, okay? And they say, well, I need $1,000 and I need it in the next 40 days because I'm behind on my mortgage payment. I won't go right for the jugular, and I won't say, great, I got something that's going to help you. I can make you $1,000 if you do what I tell you to do. No, no. I don't even cross that threshold. Do you know why? Because listen to this. If I say to them, well, now I'm curious. How come that you are behind $1,000 in your mortgage payment? What happened? What made you behind? Now, listen to the answer. Because if the answer is, well, we had a storm pass through here a couple of weeks ago and damaged my roof. So I've got $10,000 worth of work I need to do. I had to pay out $10,000 to get a new roof. And now I don't have money to make my mortgage payment. That's kind of important. Or if it is, well, you know, our car broke down and we were in an accident, the car broke down and we had to go out and buy a new vehicle. I just don't have $1,000 extra dollars. That's kind of important. Or if they say, you know what, my friends and I, we've been looking to go to Bermuda for so long, and we had an opportunity and I couldn't pass it up, so I spent my mortgage money and took the trip to Bermuda. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, listening to what I just heard about the Bermuda trip, that's not somebody I want on my team. That's not somebody I want to do business with. One, why? Because it shows irresponsibility, shows lack of accountability, and most likely, if this is somebody I'm trying to recruit and it requires an investment of some kind, they're not going to have the money to invest. So why am I even bothering? You have to ask the right questions. You have to think. You have to anticipate some of the things that you need answers to, or ask questions that you need answers to. Guys, don't just slam and bam. Don't hush and rush. Don't get in a hurry. Go through the processes. Actually do your homework. Connect with them. Use your communication skills, your intelligence, and ask the right questions. There's so many other scenarios that I could give you as examples for what I'm talking about. Make that connection, guys. Get real with these people. It just is so important that you do things like that. Okay, let's go into number 3. Can I trust you? Now, in my opinion, out of the know, like, and trust scenario, trust is the most important part of that whole process. Now, here's why I believe that. I can know and like you, but if I don't trust you, I am not going to do business with you. I can like and trust you, and I may not know you so well, but if I trust you based on a connection that we've had, I might still do business with you. And I can trust and like you, but I may not know you so well. But if I trust you, or you've come highly recommended by other people, that builds a trust. Trust is one of the most crucial aspects, components of this whole know, like, and trust scenario. It's not just about business, because that trust transfers over into your relationships with your spouse, with your children, with your coworkers, within your community, your church, your neighbors, your neighborhood. If you don't trust somebody, are you going to hang around? I would certainly hope not. I certainly would hope not. And I firmly believe, when it gets right down to it, the one deciding factor about every decision we make in life is based on trust. And I want you to think about that. And let me give you another example. The other day, my better half, Kevin, went out and started shopping for a vehicle. And he had done his homework. I was quite proud of him. He had been going to various car lots and dealerships and looking for just the right vehicle that would speak to him, the one that he felt that he could get the best value for his money, the one that offered all the bells and whistles that he needed and wanted, one that was comfortable, one that looked decent, one that was reliable. He compared, because most of these places now have an online appearance, and most of these places will show you online what vehicles are on the lot, what their price is, what all the features they have. This boy did his homework. So he went to this one dealer, and he absolutely fell in love with this one car. Now, he knew the information going in. So when he got on the lot, and the salesperson came out and said, "Hey, you like that car?" Kevin says, "Yeah, I do. I like it a lot. Tell me a little more about it." So the salesperson goes in to the spiel, and he says, "Well, how much you looking to spend?" And Kevin said, "Money's not the issue at this moment," although it was. But he said, "I like what I see here." And the guy said, "Well, you know, if you go to a brand new car, we could probably get you lower interest rates and probably about the same kind of payment period. So how much money are we talking about down?" Kevin said, "I want you to speak to me about this car. I'm not looking for a new one. I want to talk about this one." When that salesperson, Kevin said, when that salesperson heard him, that "You're not swaying me, this is what I want," his whole tune changed, his whole demeanor changed, and his whole vocabulary changed. Now he started connecting. Now he said, "Well, this is a great car. This is a 2013. You get 32 miles on the highway, and you're going to get about 28 miles in town. Now, I don't know about you, but that's pretty good mileage." And he said, "You've seen the exterior and how clean it looks. It looks brand new." It does. It looks brand new. So Kevin said, "Well, show me the interior." Guys, it even almost smelled new. This is a 4-year-old car. There is not a blemish on the inside. The dash was gorgeous. The console was absolutely gorgeous. Even the carpet looked brand new. Somebody had taken good care of this car. And Kevin says, "I like what I see here. I like this." Kevin said, "Can I take it for a test drive?" They go out and they test drive it. And while they're doing that, the salesperson is saying all the next thing. He's forming family, occupation, motivation, and relationships. You know, he's relatability. He's doing all of that. And Kevin said, "I just immediately liked the guy. He was connecting to me. He was trying to relate to me." And he said, when we got back, I said, "Okay, now we can talk money." And they went into the office and they started talking, and the man bent over backwards to reduce the price, $1,000 on a used car, to offer to do a couple of other extra little things that would make Kevin good, like put in brand new, not used, but brand new floor mats all across, free of charge. A bunch of other little things. And Kevin said, once they got everything done, he said, "What time tomorrow can I come and pick this up?" And he said, "Tomorrow?" He said, "You're all approved. Everything's done. You want to come back and take it home?" He took it home that night. Now, when I bought my new vehicle, I had to come the next day. He had it done right there and then. Within 2 hours, we had a new car. Connectivity, communication, working as offering value to the consumer while establishing and building a trust. It was the perfect scenario. Perfect. I couldn't have been more happier for Kevin, and I was very proud of that young man. And by the way, if that's how the dealership trains all their people, I'm going out next week, or the week, probably week after New Year's, and we're going to see if I can be of value to them and offer some of my training. Anyway, that's an example, folks, of how you connect, how you work at building that know, like, and trust factor, and you offer benefits to the people. That's why I believe that you must connect on their agenda. You approach people from their viewpoint. You communicate your desire to help them, and you connect with them out of your desire to serve, to help, and to be a benefit to them. You never want to approach anybody, you never want to approach anybody from the mindset that I need this sale, I need this recruit, I can use this commission, I need to meet my quota for the month. The month's coming to end. I only have 2 people. I need 5 or 10. You never come from that, because that says, I need. And you make it all about you. Stop. Make it about them. I would rather have 2 or 3 solid people than I would have 10 and I lose 6. That's insane to me. Do your homework, folks. Whenever people take action on anything, remember, decisions, whenever they take action, they do so based on their reasons. It's not based on how well you talked. It's not based on how well you communicated. It's based on their decision. If you connected, they're going to listen. Communicate, which just means conversation, doesn't always make the deal. You have to connect with these people. Okay, all right. So let's kind of review here. You should learn to connect with people at all levels. Connecting is all about them, never about you. Connecting, when done in the right way, you have made that other person feel valued. And isn't that what we all want? Don't we all want to feel important? That somebody's paying attention and listening to what we say? That's so important. So when you're connecting on a one-to-one basis, know what they value. Not what you value. Know what they value. Be an effective listener, not just an effective communicator. You got to listen to what is being said by them. And make sure that you're asking questions. Find out why they value those things. Not their why, but why they value certain things. And when they share their values, make sure that you share similar values with them. Don't take off on a tangent and share something that they can't relate to. Make sure you're connecting on their level, their values. You build that know, like, and trust relationship, and you do that on those common values. By doing all of these things, guess what you've done? You've not only added value to them, you have added value to yourself. And now you both come from a mutual plane of value. I appreciate you, you appreciate me. I can talk to you, you can talk to me. I trust you, you trust me. Now, if you are talking to a group of people, here's something that a lot of people don't do. In a group of people, it's usually, hey, I want you to do this. This has to be done by the end of the month. We're going to start a new program, and here's how it's going to be done. No, that's not good leadership. That's not good communication, and that certainly isn't connecting with that group. Encourage participation. Invite them to have a say, to show off their creativity, their imagination, their planning, their thought processes. Enjoy and ask for their input. Keep in mind, I love this. I absolutely love this. And in fact, I can't show you, but it's right here on my little board that I keep right here at my desk. It's so important. One of the biggest irritations for me is a meme out there that says, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. I hate that. That, in of itself, is so narcissistic. It is so self-serving. It is so negative. Can I give you something else? Reword that a little and give you something else? And it goes like this. The smartest person in the room is never as smart as all the people in the room. There is always an opportunity to connect with someone new, to learn from them. And again, you're requesting their input. You're appreciating all their talents, their skills, and their abilities. You're adding value to them by making them feel important. Somebody's listening to me. That's good. Nobody ever listens to my ideas. Encourage that. That is so important. Don't ever come from a place of, I'm up here, you're down here, my words are more important. Not true. It's one of the biggest things I see when I go out and talk to individuals and groups and organizations and companies. When I start talking to the sales manager or the training director, and I start asking specific questions, that's one of the issues that keep coming up. So I offer to go in and I offer to teach them leadership skills, communication skills. And I have been fairly successful so far at doing that. It's a whole paradigm shift. It goes counterintuitive of what you have been trained to do. It's time to shake up things, folks. Let's get back to being real. Let's get back to appreciating and respecting each other. Me as in sales, you as a consumer. Let's see if we can change and brighten everything up a little bit. Okay? When you encourage the input of others in a group, what you're doing is you're building synergy. You're asking them to buy into the group, not to you, but into the group. You're focusing on connecting the group, each individual. And when you do all of that, guess what? That equals unity. And when you have the synergy, the buy-in, the connectivity, and the unity, guess what? Teamwork, cooperation goes through the roof. Because now everybody is appreciated for their talent, skills, and abilities, and they are not condemned for sharing an idea. We try and suppress so many people. When you allow the discovery of somebody's talent, when you identify their strengths and abilities of each person, they're going to follow you. That is the power of influence. And when you do that, you now have increased your circle of influence, and you are acknowledging their potentiality, their ability to contribute something important to that group. It is so important. We need to readjust. We need, as I said yesterday, we need to learn to unlearn what we've been taught, which has been so wrong. And now we need to focus on relearning how it should have been done all along. Somewhere in this mix, we've got lost. We got lost in that connection with other people. You know, how many times have you heard, I don't like to go to groups. I don't want to participate in anything because I don't have anything to say. Nobody cares what I say, and I'm kind of shy. If you can't respect and appreciate other people for who they are and what they have to offer to you, and what you can provide of value and benefit to them, you're in the wrong business. I'm telling you, you're in the wrong business. Okay, that's going to wrap it up for today. Tomorrow, we're going to be going into day 3. I hope you find value. And so if you do, please comment, like, and share out this training. If there's somebody that you believe that could benefit from what I'm sharing, then please go back and capture yesterday's and share both of these with them. Comment, like, and share. That's how I keep engaged and active within the Facebook community. And this is also going to be placed on my Goosebump Moments page in Facebook as well. So please comment, like, and share, and I hope I have provided at least a seed of thought-provoking information today to you. Tomorrow, day 3, we're going to start into the practices of connection. We've been talking about principles so far. So tomorrow we're going to talk about the practices of connection and how to connect on common ground. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow. I hope you'll stay tuned. And we'll talk to you later. Thanks so much, everybody, for dropping by and making comments. I'll answer your comments when I finish and post this video. I do love and appreciate everybody, and I want you to know that I know that you can go out today and put a smile on somebody's face. It's so simple to do. The simplest, you smile, they smile. And if that's all it takes, then please don't put your head on the pillow until you have done at least that. And I know, 10,000%, I know you can do it because you have magic. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.